What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your boy J Hud with another live one. I'm not gonna be up here too long, because last time I was up here, I didn't get no views. Nobody tuned in and chatted in with me, so I just spoke my piece and got on about my business, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's just a quick message about saving our youth from these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of young kids come out here, man, and they misguided. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it hurts me to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got these kids that talking about they shooters or they steppers and all this, meaning that they carry the pistol. And if a nigga give them the green light to shoot, that's what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I see that in my inner city, in my neighborhood all the time. These kids is misinformed and misdirected, and they think that these dudes love them and these dudes gonna be there for them until they shoot somebody and get caught and they go to jail. Now you sitting in jail with 50 years because you shot somebody for a hood and they forgot all about you. They ain't sending you no money. They ain't doing none of that. What up, Pete? All right, I'll hit you after. You know what I'm saying? So we have to let our youth know that, man, this street shit ain't no loyalty in this shit, man. It's not. Ain't no loyalty in this shit. Everybody talking about that back door and all that. It ain't no doors. You could be hanging with a motherfucker close to him and doing good and everything. Grew up with him, slept on the couch in the same houses and everything. And a nigga will put your ass out there to get knocked off or to go to jail or take the weight for something or tell on you. It ain't no loyalty out here in these streets. And this is what I want these young cats to know, man. There is no loyalty in these streets, man. You out here talking about you a shooter, you this and you that, you'll do that, you that. First of all, you a shooter and you doing this, you that. You don't supposed to even tell nobody that shit. Nobody ain't even supposed to know you a shooter or a stepper or you handle business. You about it. You do what you gotta do. You lit when it's time to get lit. You go take care of business or whatever. You ain't supposed to tell nobody that. That's what I mean about these kids are misguided. They just think because they're in the streets and there's nobody over them, like there's nobody watching them, and there ain't no structure in the streets. They just feel they can do what they want to do. I get the number. I write it down, baby. I got you. Everything all right with you? I hope, though, bro. I'm just getting back on this tube, man. Trying to do what I got to do. I got a microphone and a camera and stuff that I got to hook up, but I got to get all the wires and the right hookups and stuff for it. And I'm thinking about. I think I need another computer, a house computer, because I don't know if I want to do it on the one I got because it moves kind of slow sometimes. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it and grab another one and hook all that stuff up. Yeah, everything good. That's good. But yeah, I just graduated, man. I just graduated and got my motherfucking my bachelor's. I got my bachelor's in human service now, man. So I'm lit. I'm lit on that. Now I just need to find some more important employment. I was stuttering this shit. All right, I got you, baby. I got you, baby boy. Oh yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I so appreciate it, man. I'm just up here for a minute, man. Just talk about the youth, man, in the streets and shit. We've been through a lot, Pete. And New Haven don't get none of the recognition that it should get. You know what I'm saying? Like we so close to New York, and we ain't developed no millionaires out of this motherfucker like New York did. Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, all these dudes coming out of New York, coming straight out the project, straight out the hood, and getting on with the music. And we got talented people here in Connecticut, and we so close. Why we ain't involved in, what I'm saying, the talk of the town, or this person doing good, this person got a record company or a label, or this person, got good in the rap business. They moved out to Hollywood. They're making movies now. Why we can't get plugged in? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to be that plug. That's why I be talking to cats in New York saying, yo, what's up with Connecticut? Why y'all don't want to bring none of that money to Connecticut? Start coming to Connecticut and producing some of these cats that know how to rap, that know how to sing. It's a lot of talent down here, man, and it just needs to be heard. And I wish I had the money to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like go around, be an A&R, getting talent and taking and searching and trying to let people listen to that talent and let people know that we got people that's the rock too. You know what I'm saying? We can be on BET, straight out of New Haven, straight out of Bridgeport. Like we supposed to be getting that money. Yeah, that's what I know. Like my man, that's what I'm talking about. My man, that Dame, you talking about Dame Drops, my man. Yeah, he come out of Connecticut. He booming. He doing commercials and stuff. He got him a spot and where he live at in Connecticut. He doing good. I follow him. That's my boy. He funny as hell. Dame Drops, baby. Yeah, he real funny. Yeah, man. But these youth out here, man, with this shooting shit, man, they just not guided. And then you get someone to act like they don't care. I don't care, man. Whatever happens, happens. But deep down inside, they care. They don't want to die. They don't want to sit in jail with 50 years. They just got that tough guy persona because they out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna get them nowhere. They ain't gonna get them nowhere. That's why I'm focused on this right here, Pete. I'm focused. I'm doing what I got to do. I just graduated, but I still got to get my master's because of this COVID. So I had to end up. A word. Your daughter, little brother got shot a week ago. 15 shots. Damn! Did he die? I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's the stuff. That's the stuff I'm talking about, man. These young kids just shooting, and all this stuff is happening in New Haven, and people think New Haven is some kind of Connecticut is some kind of big rich state or something like that. Man, there's so much poverty in New Haven, Connecticut, Bridgeport, Hartford, Waterbury, so much drug selling and so much gang activity. But nobody talks about it from Connecticut. And everybody talks about New York and what's going on in New York. We so close to New York, but nobody talks about Connecticut. Nobody talks about New Haven and all the shit that's going on in New Haven that's happening in other states that people talk about. That's why I'm here to we need to get on the map. We need to let people know that we got talent. We got people that can rap. We got people that can sing. We're not just out here in the streets. We just want opportunities like niggas from New York got opportunities. Jay-Z came straight out of Marcy projects. A lot of the rappers came straight off the street, man, out the hood, out the projects, Section 8 shit. You know what I'm saying? Low income development housing projects and shit in New York. I used to live in New York. So a lot of people came straight out the streets because they can rap, because they can sing. Their lifestyle changed. They end up being millionaires. That got to be a hell of a feeling. Like, why that can't happen to people in Connecticut and we got the talent, we just don't have the opportunity. Because these niggas want to be on this gang shit. Young boys out here want to carry pistols and got niggas shooting each other and killing each other, giving orders to shoot and shoot and shoot. And then niggas sit in jail with 50 years, don't even got a TV in their damn cell, ain't got no commissary, looking stupid. And that's why I say, like, I feel like it's my duty. I ain't no fucking savior, no God or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I've been through a lot of that shit. So I know what it's about. And I know what roads not to take. And if you're going to end up making it, God let you live to be my age, 55 years old. If he let you live that long, you're going to need to know what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Or you might not be here. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need to start talking to people and I be trying to get people to sit down and talk about, their incarceration. People, it's a lot of people that have done 10, 20, 30, 40 years in New Haven and are home now and trying to live right. What's up, Breezy Deezy? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of people trying to live right that been incarcerated that come out and sometimes they can't function and they can't develop back into the street life. They can't be productive because they don't know what to do and they ain't got no guidance. They got a few programs because of this COVID shit. Ain't a lot of shit open in Atlanta and ain't a lot of opportunities. That's why I said ain't no, with the social equality shit, ain't no social equality. Ain't no justice for people that grow up black like us with no fucking opportunities and no resources and no money. So we can't get opportunities like people with money can. We can't get a private doctor that's going to come out and see us because we got money to pay them. So they're going to come see us personally to the house, your personal doctor with the little bag. We got people with money. They can fly where they need to go. They get the green light to go where they want to go. Somebody like us, straight out of the inner city, we can't do shit because we got to get quarantined. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got that special treatment coming because we ain't carrying the black card. That's why I get so mad when these young boys, man, be out here with this tough guy shit, and most of them don't even know how to fight. Don't even know how to train themselves to get in shape, to be in shape, because they have to fight in case there ain't no guns or knives around and you got to protect yourself with your hands, use your hands as weapons. Most of these young boys don't even know how to do that shit. Can't even do push-ups. But them guns make them powerful. And that's what people don't understand, man. Them guns make them powerful. You put that motherfucking gun on your waist, you feel like you on top of the motherfucking world. You can do what the fuck you want to do. A nigga ain't gonna say nothing to you. Nigga better not look at you wrong. Nothing. And then, nigga, you mix that with a nigga with an attitude, and you mix that with a nigga smoking weed, and a nigga taking E-pills or popping perks, 30s, or whatever the fuck you doing, Xanax or whatever, and you mix that shit with a pistol, and you got drama most likely that night. If you ain't got nobody with you with a level head, you got drama. And that's what I'm trying to explain to these young boys. Then you got these niggas talking about they leaders of this and they leaders of that. Okay, you want to be a gang member? I respect it. I ain't no hating ass nigga. You want to be a gang member? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? We did our thing back in the days, but we didn't label it. We labeled it one time. It was called ECB. It was ECB, Elm City Brothers. And the only thing we got together is to fight and protect motherfuckers from fucking with us. And we from the same neighborhood or whatever, and we was clicked up with the Hartford niggas because they was clicked up with us, and we was clicked up with the Puerto Rican niggas from Hartford and the black niggas. And Bridgeport niggas was down with the Puerto Rican, they was down with the Latin King niggas. And so when the shit jumped off, we fighting Puerto Ricans and black niggas against and with. So shit was confusing. So you had to be on point and know who was who, because a nigga could say he's solid and he really be a king and he fuck around corner you and he got you in the medical somewhere and he hit you. So you had to be on point. You definitely had to. Or you can get, when the shit set off, So you better be ready to do something. That's what I'm saying, Breezy D's. I don't know why they glorify this shit to the fucking young kids, man. Like this shit is, and then it's so crazy because then they get all the views, they get all the likes, everybody on their channels and shit. And I'm like, this shit is crazy because they talking about negative shit or some negative shit that happened. And so they blowing up and getting paid for it. I'm trying to be on some positive shit and I might get 2 views, 3 views, 20 views at the most. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like, what's going on? Like, niggas don't want to hear real shit. I'm not gonna sit out here and tell the youth to go out here and sell drugs or go out here and walk around with your pants down and people love it and carry pistols, protect yourself and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not perfect, but I'm not gonna get out here and promote no motherfucking violence and no negativity. Yeah, Breeze. I'm gonna keep speaking out though. I'm not gonna stop. At first, I got kind of deterred a little bit. That's why I wasn't up here for a minute. And plus I had school. I had to finish school, Breezy. And I graduated. I got my bachelor's degree in human services. Bye, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what we're against. We're against the lifestyle that we lived. And, I hope, because it's a hard lifestyle. And in the end, for me, 55 years old, I got a lot of hurt and pain and sorrow for the way my life turned out because I was smarter than that and I was better than that. Thank you. Yes, I got my BA. Yes, I do. Yep, human service. I'm trying to now because the place I used to work at, they shut down permanently. Yep. So the job, Grant Street Partnership, was an inpatient and outpatient program with 40 inpatient beds for men. And I was working there for 2.5 years. The director didn't like me and the supervisor didn't like me because all the people knew me and all the people used to want to talk to me all the time. And I couldn't help that. They didn't like that. They had an attitude about that. So after 2.5 years, I was supposed to move up as counselor 1 because I was like a counselor 2. And they never did it, kept telling me, wait, and I see them hiring other people. So we end up falling out, but COVID happened, and then everybody got laid off, and then that was it. They shut the building down because before they shut down, they tried to run groups still, outpatient, and one of the clinicians died from COVID. So they had to shut it down. And after that was it. Just everybody out of fucking work. That's what I said. People don't care about you. The crackers don't give a fuck about you. And I was working for Cornell Hill Health Center. That's like through a big hospital corporation and all this shit. Like, and they got a bunch of shit. Like, and they shut it down. And you think they place people other places? No, they just didn't call nobody fucking back. Like 30 people out of work, man. I said, that's really fucked up. That's what lets me know people don't care about us, man. They don't care about us, man. Because I bet you that white director, I bet you they put her somewhere. I bet you she got a job. But everybody, all the black people and everybody was gone. A couple people passed away. Rest in peace. But the rest of us got laid off. Yeah, that's what Pete. That's what I want to do. And then me and Tom had a group called Fathers Cry Too, where we try to meet with other brothers, and even we'll let sisters come, whoever lost somebody to gun violence and stuff like that. And we used to have meetings every week. But the place we had, Tom wasn't working there no more. He had got another job, so they stopped letting us use the place every week. So we was running it at the library. But you know, now there's COVID, but we trying to get it back together. You right. That's why you right. You right, Breezy D. That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna stay with it and get monetized because this is my passion and my purpose, and it's always have been. I sat down and said, God, what's my purpose? You know, some people' purpose ain't to be rich. Some people' purpose ain't to live in Hollywood. Some people' purpose is to be in the inner cities and live amongst poverty and try to help people find a way out. And I get a good feeling doing that, and that's why I do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't something that I brag about or I'm trying to do so I can elevate, because I'm not going to elevate helping others, but I elevate mentally. You know what I'm saying? I elevate mentally. I elevate mentally, and I feel good, and I'm at peace when I go to bed at night, because I know inside I did something to help somebody else, and I know that's why we were here. That's why we're here, and that's why we created. You know, but I ain't all the way spiritual and godly and going to church and all that. Nah, none of that shit. But I just know that's just in me. That's my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I believe in God and stuff like that, but I just don't go to church, because when I go to church, I get a feeling that people are not there sincerely. And, you know, people are there for that money. Pastors I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You got pastors passing the fucking pan around 3 or 4 times. Thank you, Breezy. Thank you. I enjoy when y'all tune in too. I don't care if it's one person. I'm still gonna put this message out there about our youth kids. Our youth are worth it. They're worth it. They're worth it. They're worth it. They're worth it. I hate to see a youth out there lost and angry in the streets, acting violently, and acting like he's ready to shoot anybody who get it twisted and all that. You know, when did we start living barbarically like that, man? That's not no way for us to live. You know, we need to love our brothers and love our sisters, man, and help each other. Just because we live in fucked up situations don't mean we got to treat each other fucked up. And that's the thing that hurts me the most when I get on YouTube and I see all these black platforms beefing with each other, going back and forth. And then some of it might be fake just to get views, you know, because, you know, come on, we ain't stupid. We know people put on the bullshit beefs and the bullshit. Yo, we beef with each other. You know, people going to want to hear that shit. They're going to tune in. You know what I'm saying? So some people fake it, and then you got some people that's really doing it. They really don't like each other. And if they meet up one day, they might get into it. Or the other nigga might find out that he really is a sucker and walk away or talk his way out of it. Because some of these niggas be up here talking that bullshit, and it just seems like they got no kind of thump game. It just seems like they be all mouth. Like, for real, man. You know, but I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, you know. And I know once I start hanging out and coming back every day, bam, people gonna be coming. You know what I'm saying? Bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm saying? You know I lost the step, but Pete, you know for a fact, nigga, you know how my motherfucking action was working on Congress Avenue, nigga. Ain't no niggas running up on this right here. But them days, I wasn't never no bully though. I wasn't never no starting trouble ass nigga. I was the nigga that want to fight the nigga that's starting trouble. You know what I'm saying? Or the nigga want to, you catch a bully, he fucking with your man, so you ain't saying nothing. Then all of a sudden, Pete, I know how we gave it up, baby. You too, baby. We already know. You know how we did. The Hill, my 4X. Shit, we gave it up, nigga, right. But you wasn't no troublemaker neither. In the being in out. We know we did our bid and we came home. We did what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. We gotta teach the youth that ain't nothing cool about that shit. Ain't nothing cool about sitting in jail with 50 years, working out and playing basketball and writing letters and talking about when you come home. And that's what some of these young boys' minds are fucked up at too, because You in jail, nigga got 30 years. Talking about when he come home. When you come home, nigga got to do 25 years. You got not even a year in. Fuck you talking about when you come? Ain't no coming home right. That shouldn't even be mentally in your fucking head. You should be thinking about a way to that fucking law library so you can start reading up on some shit and try to see if you get back in court on your case. That's what you need to be doing. But these young niggas, man, I'm trying to. That's why I took up human services, because I want to work and I want to help people and I want to research and understand why the fuck black people beef with each other, have attitudes, want to fight each other, but won't fight against what's right with each other, stand together, stand side by side and fight with what's right against the other people that's doing us wrong. They have no knowledge and no clue of that, but they're beef with John down the street because he got a pair of fresh motherfucking Jordans on and this nigga don't. So the nigga cut on him about the Jordans. He laughing because he got some old dirty shit on. So now he want to fight the nigga over that and he want to shoot the nigga. But you got these cracks, got us on lockdown, some COVID, got us on lockdown. We can't work, get no money, do nothing. But you ain't mad at them. You happy. It's like a party for you. Yeah, we ain't got to do nothing but just hang around and do nothing, smoke weed, drink, and just hang around and just talk shit and just keep doing crime, doing what we want to do. That's the mentality out here in the streets where I'm at. You know that, Pete. They send you a little stimulus money, little $1,200, little $600. Motherfuckers happy with $600 fucking dollars. Is you fucking kidding me? That's supposed to keep you quiet. That's supposed to help you during the COVID. And we've been out of fucking work for a fucking year because of this shit. But you think $600 is going to pay somebody fucking bills who've been out of work for over a year and ain't had no fucking income at all, struggling, running around the street trying to do whatever they got to do to get money to eat, to live, to survive. People ain't talking about that shit. People ain't talking about that. People ain't talking about somebody that might have been working 20 years at a place and busting their ass, living check to check, ain't got no money in the hood. Now they ain't got no job. They run around trying to get a job, but because of the COVID, it makes it that much more impossible. So they sit at home wondering how they're gonna pay their fucking rent. And you send a motherfucker $1,200 and they rent is $1,300. So they pay their fucking rent and they still owe. But what about the light bill, the gas bill? You give them a couple extra food stamps so they can get some food. That's cool. That's a blessing. So they can eat. But how they supposed to pay their light bill, gas bill, and whatever else bill they got? They got slow with the Uber, right? Because a lot of places was shutting down, and a lot of people didn't have the money. And that's how it happened. That's how it always happened. And that's why I'm trying to educate the youth about what they should be thinking about in life. Because if you make it to get older, you need to start knowing what's going on around you and stop just worrying about what's going on in your little radius, in your little neighborhood, your little hood, you call it. You know what I'm saying? In your hood, which you're stuck in all your life. You can't go to no other neighborhood because you beefing with them niggas, which is crazy because New Haven ain't that big. It should be no way you can't go in a 10-block radius, but it happens everywhere. It's in Chicago, 2 streets apart, motherfuckers killing each other. Motherfuckers killing each other on the west side, and they live on 163rd, and then they live on 164th, old block or whatever, and the store's in the middle. Niggas done been killed at that store, and motherfuckers see each other, they just shooting and they killing, and that's crazy. And they live streets, well, they hang streets apart from one street apart from each other. So that's like New Haven, when kids in the street beefing with Congress Avenue niggas, they live 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away, and they shooting. Or like the shit that happened out in the island with the island in the ghetto, Franklin Street, and niggas 8 bodies or some shit, niggas going back and forth killing each other for a whole summer. But see, that shit don't get talked about in New Haven. But all that shit's documented and all that shit's in records. And I'm gonna start pulling that shit up just to show these people that it's ugly around this motherfucking New Haven too. It's ugly down here. It's not sweet. It's not no place to come hang out. And if you be outside at night, your ass gonna fuck around and get robbed or shot up, fucked up, or you getting high, you smoking crack or sniffing dope or shooting dope or doing something if you outside at night around this motherfucker. So I don't know why people think New Haven ain't worth getting the help, or people, putting us on the internet, why we can't be on the web all over the place too, like niggas doing in New York and niggas doing in Chicago, get interviewed, talk about their lifestyle and all this shit. We need to do this shit too, because we got people that been through a lot of shit that could be talked about. And that's why I'm gonna keep this shit going, because sooner or later I'm gonna get me a little spot with an office, and I'm gonna start bringing these older brothers in and sisters in, and so they can talk about their life and talk about their bid and talk about living in jail for 20 years and 30 years and how that shit was for them. So these young people can hear that shit, so they can know it. There's nothing sweet about being locked up 23-1 with a 50-year bid. Just imagine. Lock yourself in your fucking bathroom for a whole day. Come out for 1 hour. Do whatever you want for that hour. Run around. But just act, because you got compensated so you can eat food if you ordering food and shit like that. So run around, say you get to use the phone for a half hour or whatever. Use the phone, whatever, boom, boom, take your little shower. And then in that hour, after you use the phone and take a shower, you got like 15 minutes left. You got to get your little water or whatever you're going to get before you go in your cell, and then you lock your ass up. Do that for 50 years. That's what these young boys are doing in these prison systems, which most of them shouldn't even fucking be there, because they didn't kill nobody. It's because of, see, what they do in New Haven, when they get to them courthouses, they snatch these young boys up, they charge them with murder, and then they go and they scare them so fucking bad, they knew something about the murder, but they ain't shoot nobody, but they scared. Boom, they cop out to 20, cop out to 30 because they're scared to go to trial. Or they go to trial and they lose because one of their boys tell on them so they don't get in trouble. That's why I said, ain't no motherfucking loyalty in this shit. You think a motherfucker your homeboy until they get in trouble and got to give your ass up. And that's what I be trying to tell these dudes about, thinking they shooters and steppers and all that bullshit, talking about what you gonna go, you a hitter, you do this, do that. Yeah, okay, you got the heart to shoot a motherfucker, but do you got the heart to go get a fucking job? Do you got a heart to do that? Snitching at an all-time high in Connecticut. I don't know about nowhere else because I've been in Connecticut for the last, whatever you want to call it, 20, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? 20 years. But, back and forth. I lived other places, but, I'm born in New Haven, Connecticut. And the snitching is a motherfucker in New Haven. You standing right next to a motherfucker that might be telling on somebody. For real. You could be out here. This could be the hardest motherfucker on the block. He chilling, everybody else scared of him. He the biggest, coolest niggas out there. He running the whole Crip set. You know what I'm saying? He the leader and shit. He on the block. He chilling, got his car right there, music rocking. He dressed fresh and whatever. He chilling. You know what I'm saying? Got his little shit on and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And he fuck around and giving orders and all this type of shit. He catch a case. He's still out there like he the boss, but now he working with the police. Telling no motherfuckers, wearing a wire, talking like he don't usually talk, saying names now because he want motherfuckers to start conversating because he recording motherfuckers. He working with him because he don't want to go sit down for 50 years in the Fed joint. He don't want to travel to Indiana, Idaho, or wherever the fuck they send you in the Feds. Because, yeah, you ain't going to get no visits because these young boys ain't even got no family support, most of them. So they go do a Fed bid. They ain't getting no visits. They probably could write somebody, but that's it. So that's a hard bid. And that's why we're trying to tell these young boys, y'all not thinking about all the fucking heartaches that comes with this shit. All y'all seeing is money, pistols, and beefing, and selling drugs, and partying, hanging out, buying little gear and shit like that, and partying and fucking with just different chicks and all that. That's another topic I'm gonna talk about with the female, with the youth females out here. But that's another video, because that video I'm gonna have to go live and talk about that. Talk about these females out here being loose at a young age, having these babies at a young age, and leaving these kids with the mothers, with the grandmothers, while they hang out and partying and fucking everybody. For real, I hate that. I lost my teenage daughter at 16, man. My baby would have been 26 right now, been 10 years. The girl just been released from prison. That's another video too. But, I'm just here to help the youth because I feel like I was so destructive in the streets as a teenager that I need to start cleaning some of this shit up. You see, my life was not made with a silver spoon in my mouth. I grew up poor, in poverty. And I'm not going to say no middle class shit. I'm telling you, I was poor. My mother dropped out of school in the 8th grade to take care of 3 boys. She was at work, or she worked at the vet. She got lucky and got a job at the VA hospital, and she kept that job for 42 years. But in the beginning, she worked just to pay the rent and light and gas and have food in the house, and that's all the money she was making. Got paid every 2 weeks. She might have a few dollars over to, try to enjoy herself or whatever. But we didn't really have furniture and all that shit, man. So I know how it is growing up with nothing, to be hungry at night because you ain't got enough food, and the food that's in there got to be for breakfast or tomorrow for dinner and all that type of shit. You outside going to the store, stealing out stores and over other people's houses, eating, going over other people's houses at dinner time because they'll offer you a plate and shit like that. I lived that shit, man. So, what I'm saying? I was angry as a motherfucker when I was a youth. For real. I was. It wasn't until my last bid and my daughter got killed that I started to wake the fuck up. When I stood out there for like 18 hours, they wouldn't let me in the house to see my daughter, and she was sitting there with a bullet in her fucking face that some girl had playing with a gun, and everybody runs out the house and leave my daughter in there. Nobody even called the fucking police. So the lady next door said that she had heard a shot or something, and she seen everybody run out the house, but she didn't know nobody was in there. But she went over there, knocked on the door, and then she got the uncle or somebody to go through the window or something, and my daughter was in there dead upstairs on the bed. So that's, you gonna be out here in the street, man. And shit like this, accidents happen. You need to. That's why I said the youth be misguided, because the young girl should have been like, okay, this is an accident. I shot my friend. Oh shit, fuck. You got to think. Let me call the ambulance, not run and just leave her. That's what I mean about we have to let these young kids know how to use their fucking minds and how to think, critically think without making wrong decisions in critical times, man. Because you could have called the ambulance. You never know. They might have could have saved her. Yeah, Pete, you know what I'm saying? But they all ran out the house. They might have could have saved her. They might have could have saved her. You never know if you called the ambulance and everybody stayed there and put pressure on her, cover the wound, try to put the pressure on the wound and keep her up or whatever. They just ran out. Everybody ran out the house. Even the people that was downstairs, everybody left the house. My daughter and them caught her across town at a boyfriend house, but she went to her boyfriend house, take a shower and smoke some weed. And then the girl was like, no, that was James' daughter. You got to get the hell out of my house. So the mother knew me, the boyfriend mother knew me and knew Talena, and kicked her out. So when she was walking down the street, I guess my other daughter, Tiffany, and her friends seen her, and they commenced to busting her ass. And the police knew what happened, and the police even turned his back. He rolled off and let them whoop on her for a little while, and then he came back around before they killed their ass. But that's what happened and shit. So I didn't want my daughter to kill her, and I would have lost 2 daughters in one day. But I was angry. I wanted something to happen to that chick, man, for real. I was angry about it for a long time, and people talk about time to heal all pains. Nothing healed my daughter getting shot in the face at 16. I still feel the same way when it happened, the day it happened. I miss her the same way. I love my daughter. I feel it in my heart every time I talk about it or think about it. And that's why I say I'm trying to help the youth, because this shit don't need to happen to nobody else. For real. I'm not going to be up here acting a fool like I'm no gangster. I'm no tough guy. Yeah, this and that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and y'all follow me because I got all kind of war stories about this, war stories about that. I ain't got no fucking war stories. I got life stories. Shit that happened to me that I really don't want to happen to other kids and other kids growing up. Has nothing to do with me trying to elevate and all that type of shit. Because I don't give a fuck. I know how to survive. I know how to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I just graduated with my bachelor's degree, and I'm gonna go ahead and get me another job, even though that my job shut down because of the COVID while I was working the inpatient program. Just shut down. Fuck it. Nothing. Just gone. Did everybody out of a job. So I just graduated my BA, so I'm gonna go back to work. I've been putting the applications everywhere, and my job is to try to help these youth, man. And I'm passionate about that, and I'm serious about that, and I'm never gonna give up. I don't care if I come up here all the time and nobody tune in. Somebody gonna stream by. I hate when people come by and view. Okay, they view it for a minute, but they don't hit the like button. It don't even cost you nothing to press one little button, like hit the like button, and then subscribe to the channel. If you know what I'm saying, if you can feel my pain and you know what we talking about and stuff we go through, You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. I definitely subscribe back to your channel if you have a channel. If you don't just have a channel just to be up there and see what's going on, if you got a real channel and you have a platform, I'll subscribe to it, whoever you are. You know, I'm not that type. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be up here trying to, you know, disrespect people and all that, because that's not what it's about. Somebody from Seymour, I don't know who the hell that is, but I'm not answering that. But anyway, you know, I guess it'll get better. I guess people got to see that I'm going to be consistent now. I'm going to be up here all the time, which I am. You know, I graduated. I'm going to make it my business to come up here every day. If I do a live every day, I'll do that. We don't make a difference, but I want to start getting some other stuff hooked up so I can start doing other, showing content while I'm up here talking and showing other stuff, showing people the statistics of the poverty level in all the inner cities, showing people statistics of, you know, black employment, of the youth being sent to jail for stupid crimes. You know what I'm saying? The prison pipeline, school to prison pipeline, how they giving these young kids bids or probation for stupid shit inside the schools. They're ending up in the judicial systems because of it. You cuss a teacher out, now all of a sudden they call the police, you go to jail. I mean, you get arrested for breach of peace and something else for cussing a teacher out or whatever. Now you got to go to court and get on probation. Now, if you violate probation, you go to jail. That's it. That's just from school to prison pipeline right there in a heartbeat. That's it right there. From school to the prison pipeline. That's it. You get probation for some bullshit at school, and you violate the probation because you outside after the curfew they tell you to be. So now they lock you up in a juvenile detention center. Now you in jail. Now you angry. Now you around other people that might really be into crime and shit. So you listening to their stories. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna hook up with you. Now all of a sudden you created a fucking monster, or because he got disrespectful with a teacher and you could have sent him to the principal's office, called his parents, sent him home. Well, he got arrested, went to court, got probation, violate probation, and go to jail. And that's a life of crime for another youth. You know, that's what they want to do. And then you keep violating. They got the private prisons that's hooked up with the courts. So the judge is hooked up with the private prison owner. They pay the judge. The judge is sentencing all these youth, these black youth, to jail for simple crimes that they shouldn't be going to jail for. So greasing his pockets, sending youth to jail. Now, once he get of age, he going to jail. Now he's in the prison working for $2 a year while they making $1 million contracts, making mattresses or license plates or whatever. And that's how it works. And see, that's what these young kids got to start looking at. They got to start looking at who is the real enemy here. Not your people, not your own people. It's these administrations, these politicians, these laws, the judicial systems, these probation officers, parole officers, the police that's roaming around the streets, locking us up for bullshit. If me and you walk down the street at night and the police coming down the street, they're gonna stop and ride slow and look at us like we crazy. But if two white motherfuckers walk down the street with some grocery bags, the police gonna keep going their same speed. Only reason they might stop if they're in a black neighborhood, they might stop and ask them if they all right. And that's a fact. That's a whole fact. I'm gonna hit you up, Pete. I got your number. That's a whole fact, man. That's why I said we need to let our youth, everybody, all of us, man. We need to send this message to our youth, man, that they're fighting the wrong battle, that they're confused about being in these streets, talking about you shooters and you shoot people and you do this, you do that. These older gentlemen that are out here that are condoning this behavior is fucking idiots. You got these young boys out here souping these young boys up to shoot motherfuckers for you. That's a goddamn shame, man. You should be sending them young boys to school, kicking them off the block. That's what you should be doing. And people wonder why the young boys took over the streets. It's a new generation. Because they got welcomed in by older motherfuckers like us, like me. Yeah, here, hold this, young boy. Here, hold this pistol, young boy. Nigga, get it fucked up, shoot him. Now the young boy do it. He get caught. You know what? No commissary from the nigga that told you to shoot him. The nigga that told you to shoot him act like he don't even know who you are. He ain't going by your mother house, your father house. He ain't making sure you straight. He ain't got you no paid lawyer. All you know is he's gone. And if you try to tell him, say he told me to do it, you're gonna have to prove that. Because you pulled the trigger. You could be saying anything trying to get out. So that's what I try to tell you. Don't be confused. Don't be confused. Don't let them trick you out of your freedom. Don't let these older cats that's out here giving you young boys pistols and giving you young boys bad information trick you out of your freedom. Trust me. That's why I tell people it's up to us to save these youth, to speak the truth. Let them know prison ain't sweet. Let them know you might act tough. You might be saying something like you tough, but believe me, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. Connecticut prisons, it might not be as hard and tough as a lot of other states, but it's still prison. And you still got a bunch of racist ass motherfucking cops up north that'll fuck your ass up if you get it fucked up. And you still got a nigga that'll put that shit in you if he feel like he got a problem with you. Bottom line, it's still prison. You still got to be on your toes. Walking around with motherfucking flip-flops on, talking about you got necks on the chess game, sitting at a table with your head on the board, a nigga just run up on you, just in your fucking career. You gotta be, you know, just gotta be, you gotta be motivated to understand what you're doing and what you're going through. When a nigga pass you that pistol and say, here, shoot this nigga if he get it fucked up, you gotta think, do this nigga love me? Do this nigga care about me? This nigga want me to shoot a nigga and I'm end up in jail. If I shoot a nigga, it's gonna be because I want to shoot a nigga because a nigga did something to me, try to hurt me. Other than that, I don't have no problem with any other black man in this motherfucking town or city, state, or nothing. We should be trying to elevate and help each other, man. It's not about hurting each other, man. It's so sad, man. It's so sad when you go on YouTube and you stroll by a couple people platforms, boom. Now say I comment on somebody say I go through, I listen to Killer Kev, I listen to a lot of people, man. I go through and roll through. Sometimes I don't say nothing, I just listen, but if you say you put a comment down, bam, you like something he said. Now you go to another nigga platform, you comment on his shit. Now he say something derogatory towards you because he seen your comment on another nigga page that he don't like. Now you an enemy because you commented on another page where he don't like the dude. Now what you got to do with that? Why can't you like both of them even though they beefing with each other? That's not your beef. And you got people, then they start taking sides. Now you got this side against this side. You got all the people in the comments that's down with this person, or the people in the comments down with this person. See, I'm not doing that. If I don't like what somebody doing or what they saying, it's because I don't like it. I'm not gonna not like somebody because you don't like them. That's being a follower. You're not a man. I don't even think you're a woman neither. You're not a man or a woman. You do some shit like that. You beneath human if you let another motherfucker dictate what you do in this YouTube streets. You got to be your own person, and that's in life too. You can't be no follower. I'm not gonna not like you because Killer Kev don't like you. I'm just using him as an example. I'm not saying he don't like somebody. Killer Kev, my boy, he make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? Then he got some real knowledge. He talks some real shit. And then he go off into his gang shit, the shit that happened. But I can't judge him. You know why? Because that's his life and that's the shit he been through. And he talking real shit. That's why it comes so easily. See, that's why I try to explain to people. When somebody talk genuinely and they talking about shit and they just flowing through it and they not stuttering and thinking and stopping and you know what I'm saying? You can tell that that's coming from experience, from shit that happened in his life, shit he learned. You know, he spent a lot of time in the cell. So Killer Kev thought a lot. He been thinking a lot. He used his mind a lot. He read a lot. So, you know, his mind elevated. He was critically thinking about a lot of shit. And then he one of the motherfuckers that's an animal. He got the animal instinct when he needs to. When war is on, when the beef is on, he gonna go crazy. and do what he got to do to protect himself so he don't die. And that's why I say I don't knock him, because if you in that situation, you got to protect yourself. So you got to let motherfuckers know that you will bring the noise when it's time to bring the motherfucking noise. You ain't no easy motherfucking prey. You ain't no fool. So you got to let niggas know that. So you got to wild out sometime. I understand that, because that's how the prisons are in New York. See, they're not exactly like that in Connecticut. But you got to adapt to whatever environment you're in. And that's why I'm trying to explain to these young boys, that's not a life that you want to live. That's not a cool life. Being locked up in a cell like a fucking animal. Standing at a door waiting to come out like a fucking dog, waiting to be released out of fucking cage so they can race on a Greyhound, Greyhound dogs and shit. We ain't no dogs. We ain't no animals. We human beings, man. We got to start thinking like that. We got to stop thinking with our fists. Start thinking with our mind. That might be a t-shirt when I get popping. Nobody don't take my shit, man. For real. I already patented that shit. That's why I said it. I wrote it down. It's right here. I'm not bullshitting. We got to think with our mind, not with our fists. Put that on the shirt. Put two fists. Now put your mind in the front on the t-shirt. Put the fist in the back. Because today is about what's in front of you. The fist is behind you. The mind is in front of you because we're moving forward. See? That's going to be a t-shirt. And it's going to be my wear. Y'all have to cop it. $20 a t-shirt. Money will be used to support the youth. When I get this youth development housing, a sober house going, that's my goals. And I'm gonna have the platform, and hopefully I'm gonna have some kids that can start getting technically inclined on how to use computers and stuff, so I can start training them and showing them how to use the computers. And we're gonna have the channel at the house. I'm gonna have a room and it's gonna hook up, and I'm gonna let the youth come in and try to work with me with the YouTube channel. And if it start blowing up and we start getting a little donation and stuff like that, we're gonna let them use the money to do what they gotta do, or whatever, support the channel and support the house. See, that's my dream, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to try to just sit on YouTube and get rich so I can buy a Lamborghini and all that dumb shit. I'm here so I can help people. That's my reason for being here. Exactly the same thing. It's going to be the same thing 2 years from now, 3 years from now, when my wife come home from prison. Yeah, my wife's incarcerated. I ain't ashamed to say it. I'm from that environment. That's where I'm from. That's my lifestyle. I ain't ashamed to say it. I'm 55. I did 25 years of my life in jail for my actions. So it's your boy J Hud. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you look at this after the replay, because only like 3 people had tuned in. But I appreciate the 3 people that did tune in. I wish one more person would have said something. I know my girl Breezy Deezy said something. My boy Peter Lopez said something. And had one more person was looking. They ain't say nothing. But whoever you are, salute. I respect you chiming in. I really do. It's your boy J Hud, man. Keep it simple, keep it safe. COVID's still out there. Make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you wash your hands. And be safe. It's your boy. I'm out of here, man. Represent the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel.